Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Naro Station, and spawning in the bottom left-hand position, the current reigning GSL champion, the Zerg from Samsung Con. His name is Roro.
His opponent from STX Seoul, his name is Mini, spawning as a blue Protoss on the top right position on Naro Station. It feels weird to see some of these logos because if you go back to the Samsung Con one, they've been always blue and then now it's red, and I'm like, did someone pick the colors wrong or something like that? And in Starcraft, they only had the record in Starcraft2. Roro leads 2-0 against Mini.
Oh, all right. So I guess nothing's going to stack up here for Mini, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, Roro, he's doing the best that he's had in his entire career. You know, in Brood War, he was a very 50-50 player. Like,
yeah,
you never wanted to bet against him, but you never wanted to actually bet for him.
Are we going to Fantasy Pro League now?
Well, that's in the past. We can't even make that joke anymore because Roro is just so good now.
Well, you were talking about the Brood War for a few seconds, so we could tell you right now that the #1 rule of Fantasy Pro League back in Brood War days
is you don't talk about it.
The #2 rule? Second rule?
Second rule is you don't put Roro on your ANSI team.
I thought it was not talk about it.
Oh, no. Oh, I forgot that.
Never forget the second rule, man.
Well, the third rule is don't put Roro on your anti-team. But
there we go.
I think that's like a dead thing now. No one would put him on your anti-team anyway anymore. He's just a good player. Put him on your FPL team, man. That's what I would do.
And interestingly enough, we have a gateway first.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. We did see this in one of the other PVZs earlier on today. Actually, it was Bisu versus Action on Fighting Spirit. So the main difference, though, is that you only needed to build one geyser to fully saturate because it was a high-yield geyser in your base. You know, you got 8 per trip, pretty much, so it was about the same. And you know, you have to have 2 geysers this time around, so a little bit interesting. And also, look at this. We're seeing a double hatchery before pool here. That's quite interesting. It's not something we really see too often here, but Mini going for a more of an aggressive build here, and I'm really curious to see what his follow-up is going to be. But Roro's got to be thinking, wait, what are you doing now? You're not going for a Forge expansion, and I'm going for the greediest possible build. I really hope you're not proxy negating me or something crazy like that.
Well, he needs to get the spawning pool done and then get enough Zerglings out fast as possible, because going for this build, you're so greedy, and it works against Protoss players who go for the Forge fast expand. But against a Protoss player who's going for tech first and then expanding, you know, they might even switch it up and then go for 4-gate even after, and you need to be careful.
Yeah.
Now, this map is slightly weird with the Protoss players, and I think this is the reason why Mini decided to go for it, because there's 2 ways to get to the natural, and it's harder for the Protoss player to choke, to make a wall.
Indeed it is. And, you know, actually, I feel like getting that early Zealot definitely helps him out, because he was able to, you know, kill the destructible rocks there. And now he has an easy-to-defend natural. Nice.
Yeah, just take it down. It's only 500 HP, so take it down as soon as possible. Wall off at the other side. Play like you would do on any other map, and take down the rocks later when it's much safer.
Yeah. Still, I think actually a Forge expand would have been a little bit better in this situation, simply because you would definitely scout your opponent out, and you'd be like, hey, you're going for hatch first, and I'm just going to cannon rush you, because cannon rushes beat hatchery firsts, and that means that he wouldn't go for that fast load either. But essentially, Roro went for a very, very greedy and somewhat risky as well economic build here. But, you know, he got away with it, and now he's probably feeling pretty good about it, too.
Yeah, it could have been really risky if Mini decides to go for 1-base tech or 1-base all-in.
Yeah, exactly. So the fact that Mini did not do that, actually, that probe, it's going to get scattered, and well, I guess Roro's not going to really worry about it. He's like, I see your probe, but I'm going to run away because there's a huge flying ball attacking me. I got to get out of here.
If only this was Wings of Liberty, he could snipe the probe.
Exactly, but unfortunately for him, it's not. Look at that, though. 3 gateways on the way, and 2 already finished at
3 already finished.
3 already, yeah,
6
gates. Right, so we're going to see a 6-gate timing attack. But the thing is, Mini, he hasn't done any scouting at all. He has no idea what his opponent is up to. We do see the Roach Warren being built right now for Roro, but will he have enough units in time? That's the real question.
You know what's funny? Mini can actually win this game with the 6th gate, and then he'll be coming out of the boost asking himself, what just happened there? I won the game so easily compared to what I expected.
Well, we do see some proxy pylons being built here. Roro, he's going to see the gates. He's going to know exactly what's coming. But the thing is, Roro, he already has 20 Zerglings on the way. He's getting Zergling speed. He does have the Roach Warren just about complete now, so this timing, it's going to be very close. Mini has to make this happen.
Yeah, so he needs to deal crucial damage, because even yesterday in GSTL, we saw the similar build with 6 gate push, and once the Roaches came out, the attack was completely over. So now he needs to deal some critical damage. The Zealots in the front, Sentries and Stalkers in the back. This is a great way to take out all the Zerglings. The Queens are pretty much uncovered, and Force Fields taking out all those Queens.
The Queens are going down, and now there's only one remaining. The Roaches are out, though, and that Spine Crawl, it's going to finish very soon here, but I think it's going to get taken out. Yes, it's going to get taken out. Overlords, they can't get sniped off here, otherwise Roro is going to get supply blocked. More reinforcements coming out from our STX Soul player, but there's also a lot of reinforcements from Roro. He has Zerglings, he has Roaches, he has one Queen there. And, you know, he's still keeping up his injects and just constantly reinforcing with units. Once that Zergling speed finishes, I think that Roro may have just enough to defend. He also has 3 hatcheries to use lava from, as well as a pretty strong economy. So, you know, longer this game goes on. Oh my god, the snipes on the sentries.
That's perfect. That's something that, you know, the reason why Mini wants to keep going on with this. The sentries, you need the force fields cut off the units, and the Zealots can do maximum damage against the Roaches. And the biggest priority for Mini right now is while he's pushing forward, he needs to keep the sentries alive.
Roro needs to be very careful here. He can't let too many of his units get stuck in those tight chokes, because the sentries, they can easily, you know, wall off a lot of units here. We even have a Queen joining from the main base. And more Roaches are on the way. 6 in production, 2 Queens, 2 Zerglings as well. The sentries, though, they're out of position. They're going to get completely taken out by those Roaches, and I think this is it. Roro defends against the 6th gate.
Now, Mini is not going to stay, not going to GG out too soon. He's building 2 more probes, and he's just going to play a completely regular game from here.
The problem is, look at the supply difference, 45 to 91. Mini should have close to 45 probes by this point, but he certainly doesn't, that's for sure.
That's the thing with the 6th gate. Before the Roaches come out, you need to deal crucial amount of damage. And like I said a few days ago in GSTL, I forgot which player it was, but he did the same exact build, and it just didn't work out at all.
And it looks like it's not working out here as well. There's a reason why people generally don't go for the aggressive gate builds nowadays. It's just they simply don't work, you know? The Zerg players are too good at defending against them.
He doesn't even have enough energy on the Mothership Core for the Nexus Cannon, and Roaches, all they need to do is slowly start attacking on the gateways, ignore the Mothership Core, and just slowly harass Mini until the walls are broken.
With those reinforcements, that's going to be it. That gateway is going to go down. The sentries, do they even have energy? There's enough for one force field. The force field is misplaced as well. The Roaches moving straight into the natural of Mini, and now the Zealots reinforced that are warping in from the reinforcements get taken out almost instantly. The Roaches are simply destroying everything here. That Mothership Core is doing the best it can, but it looks like Roro is going to be able to take this game. Coach January not even breaking a sweat. She is looking very relaxed, like, oh yeah, Roro's got this no problem. There's no way that he can lose at this point.
Oh yeah, Samsung finally found a player that could always depend on, and his name is Roro. He won a GSL, and back in Pro League Heart of the Swarm, he said he is not comfortable with it just yet, but taking a solid victory against Mini today.
Yes, he is. I think that the Roaches, they are going to eventually be killed off here, but looking at the numbers here, 75 drones to 38 probes, and Roro taking yet another expansion here. The world is his oyster as far as this game goes. He can do whatever he wants. The Spire follow-up is going to pretty much end the game here, though. Look at how much gas Roro has banked up, over 1,000.
Remember Solar versus Trap Game 1, where the Mutas pretty much ends the game?
Yeah.
This is going to be more brutal than that.
This is going to be like 10 times more brutal. This is going to be worse than like a paper cut like in between your fingers, man.
And the double Robo is not going to help against the Mutas at all.
Roro just taking yet another expansion on this map. Going for that 3-hatch. Oh, he's... He's pretty much taking all of the bases on this map. He's like, yeah, I can do whatever I want. 15 Mutalisks in production here. Those 2 Immortals are going to be quite useless against them. And, I mean...
You think?
Maybe if we saw the double Phoenix Stargate opener from his opponent, that could have made something happen, but...
Oh, now he knows. The Mothership Core trying to harass, but look at the number of Mutas just going for the Mothership Core. Gets taken out, and now Mini's thinking to himself, What do I do now?
GG. That is the only thing he could have done. Roro takes the game for Samsung Kong, and now all of a sudden, they are up 3-1 versus STX Seoul here. What an amazing hold from Roro, and just you could just tell by how he played that he was so confident that no matter what Mini did against him, he would win no matter what. You felt that in his gameplay.
Also, Mini, when he came to the force field micro, it was good, but he just didn't pull back the zealots after there was no units in front of the force field. So there were some mistakes by Mini because, you know, force field, if there's a roach, force field, and then the zealot can't do anything. Common knowledge.
He played against Roro. I feel like he just simply got outclassed. Roro just played pretty much perfect that game. I mean, he handled everything without getting too nervous at all. And yeah, welcome to Pro League. I mean, this is Roro. He is pretty good. So the score is currently 3-1. Samsung Khan leads over STX Seoul. The next match is going to be Shine versus Classic on Neo Planet Nest. We'll be back after this commercial break.
변수입니다. 바로 종족 변경의 그 김도가 등장하고